mezo obede ani eno no 27 wa ba ras post de nya asem geto akra me maka
aro pese wo trend papa
Tom twist de me do obetime tumi tekirema ya yen kandane dane no rap mu
ele yampa
obi ani ho tina me mo ti anopa no se me no me twist ni otame bia otame kwa me na me pese ma desi kanya me koda betua mo ka ma mo desi ni nyina temu da mo baje makatua papa isa toa me kota kede mo fampa boa star no me ame dia me bobo no se kokutua chama
nessa man for
bas o man for be wia no na 27 no me ze mo mehwe mo
sa show de nyina gina mo
obede je na maje oto no mato masa
Wontumi ai menya ne say kra Wontumi lewe no
ka o de ye no mami Eminem.
Oh, okay.
Eminem. Yeah, Eminem. Yeah.
Okay. Mate. That's a supremo. Yeah. Well, ya mama kwama no ne ya the foreign news banner. Ya 11 more minutes na about non to banana peno. Ya the first draw and abama ABC game and when ya say for phone network bia was biano. Also Wontumi try from 5 Ghana cities echo. Ya stand 262 hash. Stand 262 hash na fe. Wa follow ya prompt na. Also what be edina select letters no na chese ABCD ekosi ayezi wo select ayesre letters a wo select me ensano sabako kraba mo wo disika me nso ba mo sika no wo mo de bo mo adjamana me ensan so ba mu nso a eno so unya sika pa ana sabasa ne me ensan nyina so bam na in that order of arrangement awoye onioma no eno so bam sere o siya no na chese no pedie em say what dane sika ni prakope I was life as simple as ABC any kwanse bi abrabo any sikasem any ade enso aye dintano pay what chance enso ne demona wo twani nyina no na demona wo stand aye greater chance on so betimi aye bi na fe wo so wetimi apodwe aye stand 262 hash na just ABC wo mu game no watwa bi na manioma enso aye fine e dey ma 8 years and above more and ye come for aye agudie enso adema stand 262 hash and pay at 10 o'clock no yari en first draw and abamao na a draw ni ye fano Jackson Helba Mr. We Casuals Titi Bramono and one na just will be on package no and some I come at some time and Tuntume who a Janessa what about you ama just a malaria crab wo Konum Jackson ama just a malaria no MPS every ayamo janimo and Senano Pedro ya Sandia Begaso and Kobe Bia was so and so Bajuma and no I Jackson about Meshano a 2 malaria fever say what typhoid and so abako hunamre abani Pedro so Pajuma wo dawo tinka se wachi etutu emsa wo kotodwe wo jonku won kasa ni no mpem so ya wo ya drono aye Jackson ba mesiano na be boana amane man so aye fine enso adiamao ana se kokko na dunya ama kokko ntiem sa dabia wo poso ne yehuwa wo mun so watwe spliff enso bia mekasa na wo poso ne amwani enso aye kokko wadrono aye Jackson cold capsules ano enso na be boawo ama chesa mama bane pedwan mo Siadia automatically mama yo enso akofuma ni no per Jackson cold capsules libina ebubo bi na wia wa per Jackson natural capsules enso on mesans we no aye natural into say bema de I was so just mampa uobi na fe oyo bana watinka sem enso awon pam awofo body eduba bi so timi danura na fe ama agudi aye fefe nya abrebia na bema enso na be pijasa onya dumbbell awo gym na what why ye training dura bi so pano also timi cream ura aha na ma chesani o man so pam aye fine pa basa na pano na kan fo empe su chichichi yese bia say kan fo tinin na aye Jackson adroi and ye kan fo ensom adjama na no pay anya na e dwaso bia tonto bia kwa won sansom abeka bi aye 024472 3541 na chasa one Jackson ensom enkasa na odifo Samuel baby obon sese no ensom aye manhia aye bobo anu duo na ofo odifo number na obefro na omaba be hia sanse ene Bible crossing ye na chasa moja na honam na nya na mom am say ye ne principalities say da be a shatwale takano no aha nti wo so kwa so na bompa so wo fight against principalities on one was shame so so no do for Samuel and some other kasana say kebi enemene wo anase bia wo de no aye promise and fail sebia nim gwase and be say ba wa wo to ade aye ntwafei akwantuo no em sam what try we who abe ye ju sika di oko up and down bia no em sam visa and some aye problem ura ewo ho obeso obefa akoni nyina no ama chesa aye den edama obi won manya kwa ti bomode so be kwa kwache akwanhwe na afei de aye mpaibo e de attach be anoma wo fam achese no aye spiritual achese woni hunu nyina no aye man of God so abebo amano my friend at ama number no aye 0246 667117 na odi for Samuel and some anjo so na open aye the leading publishing company achese no our Ghana open the best books and our Ghanaian market so aye best brain publication ho and our kwakwajo books ni nyina no and some aye free best brain one books we rating say aye 5-star and I say aye A1 sense akoda no makacho say free and owam and some our kgia ye numeracy and literacy and ma bano for KG1 and 2 for mudenie our world our people animal KG1 and 2 we benya creative art and also no and some animal bano and my early writing for KG1 and 2 ma sound nyefe ma kwadane nsano enye fe abasa na wonyina onya problem kra wo kwotwere ama teacher ni abaya bra edia na watwere dabi ma nsano enso enyi nanye fefefe obo mo twera obeka sase ya type fefefe eno ana chese bebo ma kwadane nsano enso ayi asantitwi ya wodagbani awon fante enso our French class ebiem no your mathematics aye what busara man kwadane no na se aye junior high school enso a ya combine basics no 7 to 9 combined achesene wobenya integrated science books wobenya English language computing career technology social studies and simple religious and moral education nyina no wobeko aye best brain our pankrano abet La Posada Hotel omachuo no mape aye 0507 200 best brain and so abejo so Jenjemit dental clinic odie wo ko amatches wo num eyin kan nyina no woman so brana eno eto ensom atwa kaka bi ana aba toto mama wo se na kan se molest wonya problem ana se bi aye premolest and wonya problem wo de na aye canines ana se incisors no ebi so abu obeso fele ana se mpo bi a see wonya chance accident bi ama tu ye replace ma ye de aba fufidie no ana aye adwuma ti sa Jenjemet etu se na o replace ma wa wonte ya ba won ma akọ mutumi fa chese nyina ne hama se ye betu se ha na ya fatches on Hamas obetuse ti me so call Jenjemet down professionals and a go just a root canal treatment teeth whitening and simple about say your braces say what you go sene nyina no when a Jenjemet and some say na branches adults and cry nungwa anasa atomic down afei obedru kumasi abre project no wo fa kwan so akobantama won sene fa so building a bank ever from a slow ana Jenjemet awa oya juma ana tachiman foni nyina no enso ay magazine kentan kwano so no ma pe fra Jenjemet doctor awa 0559139582 doc enso eno bekasa
ye rem na afia ne high sense for atwaso diama na ye product no adwaman so Ghana de se aka chem se eba no home appliances society so sem washing machine ana ope rice cookers na afi ope kettles ni nyina ne bono ewo fomi ayate so de ama microwave no mumra na afi mumma jibi na afi mumfa enko dimu juma na afi nuama nya kama emfa ema yem product no na auto a your 5-year manufacturer defect warranty da so every ema na Ghana hadi be bia ni wa odu a unya insurance showroom yi emora ho enju product ubenya bi uko ya kan sakra ye ho ye Kumase ye wo ene mo krofodua hohoi ana afi sunyafoi tamalefo nyina no mon koda afi mon pe yon product bi obetimi afi 0302550000 na the high sense empany fadin komo ye ko Imolite herbal supplement na afi ya to aso ediama we producers ne kantanka herbal pharmaceuticals wo madaroma anu mo de adre abadre amani pedua yi ejina esipi esita ana afi support general well-being boost immune system entime kase uta complain wa pomo day ana min yare mi haya me ya de biana afi untimi ko adwuma so a wo de bo Imolite bia ho den foforo enso baba ma me no ma mo ya adwuma wa gya ho ana afi mo amo enama wie mo adwuma den modro Imolite ba supplement no ana beboa oba wa fa efunu ana akra enum no akra ni mfie dumienu a o ma na dre bi enye 0535112813 na woni adin komo semens vital ba mixture and capsules no ajeso agan enie bema bia bebo adwuma on pem na afi ya de toro yi aguno desane kokoso apepa nanim fifura na ese bema wadwuma aso ba na ni na so wantimi anya adwuma ni ya enom ana de problem eba enti sano so ma me se obepa ene semens vital ba mixture and capsules agan bi 2 minutes no so be call e dia bro na afi wolibito emu apeja e de amount ya no asano za drudo de adupa ye comfort yama enie woto adre bia fe doctor no nkyere kwan a wo be fa so de preka ni nyina no enso ebetato na afa aboa e man na menstrual pains e ha mo no modro pen ye 0240616061 na oni ye edi enkomo 3p garlic mixture dro bia wo de ye na 3p no de no e garlic yi ani adem ya twemu nsuo ni mu ahoden natural plant juice ani akeka no ama bom ni ade na vitamins yi minerals ne vitamins a shemu ma na yade am to mi kase wono nso onanti kakra bia na wa bre anafo bia wa yakase a obese tro 3p garlic mixture eno anabebo 3p obenye biato mo kolina Dani Heba ewo Kumase wudu wanzo a mumuni awe enterprise ho enso opposite cathedral ho onso nya biato Kofrodia Gapsin Pharmacy 0248928824 na oni adin komo Kojak edupa enie edupa neton ho ye twiase amienum antaw ye twiase amiase apai fitobu wa ne sakado no zo nim tete akado ha masa nya izekura na abezo cinema ne fitama ne paya ube yusu Kojak Shako toothpaste no na no etimi aboa Kojak Pro Code uti aya o ya pepu abon flu yi emse o bo wa huni mu sonso unya Pro Code bia no ebe di wasam edama Kojak nre baby ato adro bia benya bia to kan si ene drug lane ho ubenya bia to ana Kumase Central Market nso unya bi 0244559597 na oni adin komo Natural Company Limited Roman Taruma Proslav capsules and I make come for the amaso Johnson something the Bema o Johnson supi emeye ha denom eba te said yakukonum so kokoko o Johnson na bia kem o de Proslav no anabeboa true man capsules a recorrection wo Bema it is idea a man pekra ana wuye said ya na besene debi o mbese adini gina so pampe o de boy juma na fe wo mo jeje ho ni ade mema just 2 hours. Oh yes now so no ase ko na base ya na so wo bema mu bema de mensensene ma eso ya adwuma ne 20 podro no eno ya true man no Congo ointment no wona mani ensam ana fe pompo bi enso afufuru ni nyina na epia wo de fa bi fa so Congo no ebe ya ho adwuma natural ne 0249017101 na oni adin komo na oyade no emse ahoho ache daben dana ya de be ko de mrebeto so ama woi acha sa won so no daben awo edi atu na azeze krom awo ade ya be se 2 months na ya be se obe pompe na afi oyirafu ensom abasoro se fro intimi ma ne ye kana bema wo ye krawa na ana bema de na ye koso ontimi mu adwuma mpem ene okwa adwuma o ba ne ye ka ni nyina no o solve ene ya medimafo Dr. Time da so ono na ye adwuma die enwo adwuma de ama stroke yi wo se brabuo kwa akoko Dr. Safa ya de bra mo akran so moko poku ase mayera ho na obo adwuma 02447742 0282 na onime dima for you Alaska odam asiesie onya single room bi kra bema ene kakra bi na fe wo de wallpaper si aye design se wo mu kama onso ho obese o ma wo ye fa ni nyina no wallpaper se no ane di djuma first na tete ya the graphics and the tetare wo kotoko ane bi o mu e play am bi astin wo draw bi na da ni mu smelado na wo de tetare wo ne mai ba na wo je fanze ni nyina atwam ye wallpapers and ye di djuma ntimesre wa wo de obekọ Alaska wo na afa ko pebia blind curtains no jade remote e control no da no sadra ko hu bi wo mze ko ba bia ni na unia unia nti hu jai kra sadra
o the remote
unia no dia kwajo dia na Alaska wo na afefo ko du juma wo ba unu Kumasi adum ho anu wo oben boss of building Accra circle tip tolling wa on say kabi 0554 114878 na fe woni adin come Lawson Beverages Limited Lawson delay man beat as a member yedro enie bema obe delay pem low sperm count na fe e ba ne sawo tunso a emeya wodo no ye delay man beaters na no ana abenu bi delay man capsules so ye kan for the man mayu so e wo afa bi sem bia menses na intense so esu ebubu emeye ni nyina no nya bi na boy be flow de ama draw way and ye betime kan for de ama baby ato draw bia no obenya bi ato 0248619999 na woni adin komo nipadua bia no ne kanea ne nani enom entina anida so wo ho herbal clinic doctor Dawusu asamen kancho se cataract tata eno asi ni so ana afa hu ade ye wani no obu hu ade a yetro kofi yesu asi kofi usu ni nyina no na ade se unse da hu ntroye no ni nyina no na se glasses na wo se wase brana eyi glass no to o ma wa bibidro o ma eye drop ana zambia o ma spectacle se we ne hu ade wo de bibidro na esa o ya de edem apart from eno no wase stroke so achi obi a wo ye hu adwuma ye hypertension ana afa prostate no any typhoid koko ne yade a ekeka hu nyina no kota krade mo water krade no Mobeko Port Cortes yaben Archbishop Porter Girls wo ana fe udu kwara so estate park wa Dr. Etnasi Adjuma Dr. Tenase Watabora Alaji Walako Junction na one cry 0559901234 na on a doctor di enkomo Solak Natural Clinic mo ana the pro staffit aba bema the prostate no ebe fitter tie di no pro staffit in just prostate near fit na fe prostate infections prostate enlargement wadro eniano na eboa enti sano so benum bi na no achimai ade ya fi wode ama na Solak Mr. Yemai obi onso na white hawadwe na enso bi egu na ote scent bi wa chire na ba himfia oba ne chachawi opie na kama na mo orem no kama opie na de asema ba wadro Solak Mr. oba se obeche ade ama zema no panyan na emano jehu obete dene no muzo koyi bravo badjuma ni nyina ne zeman announce ode beta actually 0245616028 na fe woni adin koma currency ventures adrone empama gudie no bedi na woni age ho na ya woda infections na ha dwe onti currency some control SM sabi gugu nkoma no so ebu wa ubie so amasa anya ize kransa won chenche bi ni ade ni nyina no wonum adro bi na ahye ade ama fancy say ade no betimi adwo one time abra wo hu ade a say ade na wo hu no tese
adwo kran sorry bi
hadwe ade ni ye hadwe o
kuna o say
na me ken no correct we na kuno we ho ba ku mienu miensa ade sorry bi esre pa munya modro models Mr. ni G no kabo mienu anoma ebeyi ade afuro na man capsules no enso boa bema e won pema mo agudie no asoni eye pa hindi no elevate and malaria fever and diabetes blood pressure ni nyina no if you 0246348334 na doctor edin koma ba hospital doctor some country say eye dompe and nkaseu ana no pay oye ho adwuma dia ma wo so dompe no say emuabu onan ana emuabu ye footballer na say bia onso accident bi na na mabu ana say onsamu abu dompe no emu enso afichira sebra na onche so mfa fama wachin kase no o spinal cord ana problem abema doctor ya ho adwuma dama doctor ban no wo ya adwuma ye pa stroke ne yade ka ho nyina no eno so osa dema wo ene kumase ene ne mpatamu a atonsu agogo ya ben agogo hospital no and cry for our Spintex Road 18 Junction 0244988004 nafe woni adin komo tabia nro no enom na me kan for dia ma se tabia ba mister ene adroyi eboa malaria sam chill what what to form emse wonum ato anafe untimi di wonum ya onyono sala lai ni nyina no symptoms atrese malaria yi wan hwe ya yere so pa so na wan pedro anumedo to form pa enti abestrese numadro bi na fe emo na nuama nye kama fama tabia heba capsules no sisi eya we yanso anu so nya bia ebeyi edefo na afo original nankasa eye tabia takuma no ana meme edayekemu ebi edampano enso TV because emergency etimi but anytime tiabana sa utafri bia na fe starter no jeso ede amount na nuama kama 0243686861 na oni adin komo power specialist heba hospital yama me doctor akosua aduaya na daroma ye kwamono ne ena no pay na fe foreign no atwaso adiama hepatitis no fatty liver fibroid any kidney stones so se brana omwa na ya die ikra no waye nro bebre so ho aduaya heba malamis no etreat malaria hedema cough care ba me saw bowa na obohyewa wadrenie ana fe aduaya heba tonic no so obi a wontimi ntibi ni mojasem of form de no bie can say na wutie me na no pay a wodu ani che kwabenya ACP road no power hospital bus stop Kumase Feya Sebosumtwi road Aduaya junction wo takwa de record wa say anaji estate mon call 0244544422 na phone e ma me doctor akosua Aduaya edin komo replica JC power panel and it was and I say what Chelsea or in the Madrid or Barca or PSG or Manchester Mujasi no papa no and your day abantia samo as a moment Jason in Vinafe and your mania kama when you jiri judges you are show you are ball na infiltrate to a pampan a woman cotton out music papa 0547047771 and 0203682641 na wajo quality JC na bibia kama fancy Di Maria.
Well, may I say scapo na mame a question of the day proudly brought to you by Amazupi Albal Mr. Weno say we bemana ebi albema ho sansa go hu sensu bitabi efro bema mo ba fei say ebi abana wa say sansa go utino na eye kro na say tre ama chaso no wura ensu hyema wote yaw ewa sene nyina no eye infection anaba wonya Amazupi Albal Mr. ne bi nso aboba bebo amanioma enso fighting function there nedo tatashe and one Amazupi Albal so say yemisa say choose one no only do two or difference say out of the 4 defenders at Roma 2-3 Jimuba could not lead do difference now when and so na be choose amana lead na Yamal Carlos Puyo John Terry Obenya Rio Ferdinand anafe Sergio Ramos sa out of the 4 emu hwan anabe choose na mana lidi aye wachire ho pampe wan afa
mefa JT mefa JT na between JT ni Ramos me ball no type no ka menya Ramos and ka me pepa
okay
but me hear discipline actions say me JT bandits or no to me Ramos no be a red card no a short meeting to me the be my JT okay what the discipline action very JT beba head of Ramos me fano yentie Ghana for ebi adwenche Pedro say obefa John Terry because on receiving red card and no one so a day about Elhana Fe when so was a this is professor inside Sunyane or say John Terry on any day and one also a day at what day amaye and there are no places and some a day amount Nassar I was say is a straight contest between Rio Ferdinand and Sergio Ramos okay and no day about Alkaline say our monetary life from Fanwo they will say JT and walk a dem aman a J man was a Van Dyke Dijk way one of the over choose Van Dijk no and what day about Alex Dakwase JT will do it perfectly without a red card, okay? And no Edward Dronyako say JT and no the Manuel more leadership qualities and one of the about Suleiman Yakubu as Van Dijk better than all of them more de Abba Yadasi and no Edward de Abba way and some way Asaka icon ionic was say Carlos Puyo and no and so Kode Amapuyo Ogidi Bronze Cup, they are all good leaders, but I'll choose John Terry JT on any day.
Yes, na before Lamuel, let's say Obe choose Carlos Puyo and so say Obefa John Terry or say all the way your friend Brad Prince and one no again a message no and so the buyer and I'll go see Felipe so say Obe choose Ramos so here goes at the aka I just the game no and I feel Kwesi Olik Junior so say Wakwadiama John Terry JT and what did no and some other buyer now Samuel I so choose I Puyo and I feel that Abefa Sergio Ramos, Kahat, Rodri F. Votiliama, Rio Ferdinand, and Alfred Blay, and so choosy a year, ref and a Puyo. I know I said the energy so a city and I don't pay live on the show. No, young co ABC drawn this way. Now, you share a year said the letters and I don't pay woman so a see in unti and only na one letter a crabama. What is car and T. Yasicha, I stand 262 hash now unhia phone papa bias. From Bia to me, the network Bia to me, the na CJW to say Uchu Z any of these 3 letters are what is car me no so buyer a bomb or me and some buyer.
Yes,
what the pa
yes,
and in that order of arrangement CJW so bamwa and I'm saying no sika some here bro papa yes oh yes and one no my birthday course na yem comrade na your first code no on say Roman international break a very necessary 2 codes. First code 125 O's.
Okay.
BWE
DEE
CCD BWE DEE CCD 125 O's. Second code 68 BWE DEF 911 BWE DEF 911 68 O's.
Sure.
Ebefa T and so no. Academy Sebi no.
Yes.
Bibia.
Kinti
yako form na.
Yeah. Kwa matne.
Very necessary pa.
Yezu.
Ya ba mama be di Black Stars en komo.
Oh yes, and komo fie pa.
Ya be foreign kakana ya ba be di Black Stars en komo.
And fie pa.
I say amanfo hiti obi anso obi kan.
Oh yes.
Obi anso so no so obi chere. All right.
Bibia be
exercise here live on Facebook. In Facebook on the Virgin page and here Wontumi TV live. Live in camps LIVE na ode asoso. What is so we are obenya a new page to bar obe like na wa follow yen na wa share wa daroma ama foforo so hu page na omonso aba be follow nti Wontumi TV live LIVE both letters and I say in caps block letters or the best so aba and then about Wednesday midweek okay yeah come on yes now live on TV digital satellite yeah so and I feel live on YouTube Wontumi TV live and I feel yeah Charles Facebook no and so Wontumi TV live yeah foreign abana the latest am I tell for and I pay and so show so come right now feel yamna to so quick
Angwa juma no you Yami wohoda Se uji didia Obeya juma Ansachre no you Yami wohoda Se uji didia Obeya juma Ye bompaye Shamachi shra Yehuwa ila henu Yehuwa ekat We ahata et Yehuwa Elohika bika Luvika, Uvika Naveshika, Uvika Meyodika, Tode Yashach, Todi Yasak. Todi Yasak. In English, in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Shut up. Come on, boy. Kapo. Say a couple chairman. I feel a chairman.
Yes. Now baby, be answer.
You got time at Tabu Kasamu. Some messages and a Ben Obiase. Hey, oh, chairman, ya dear pass. Say what me assemble. I just quite be coming from a horn and a papa me.
Na guess it is how. Guess no. Guess no. Me say, how many boys in this year? Me say guess it is say. Who to be sponsor? I don't know about what.
Chairman.
Angwa Juma no you.
Ghana ni akwadare Alexander na so ne Jukuyas Alexander aye Juku ansam ane yake all kai say sometime na manager fan sa Jose Marino so aye adwuma na maboku a ya fan sa far na bunch wo wunya bra ensom amarita ye ntwuma ye edi kai ni nyina no wo kai say mo ba bi transfers ne mo me ba tu dwasa Juku aye obi amete say yesi players na manager no wono som apensel mo down say ye nyo mo kwa mo nkoni nyina no wo mo som ari akwadare fan sa aye Juku ensom ari ashem ama cheso mo jiri be so wura no wo mo som ebetimi ajaro kwame ne wono som afibo boku a ye fan sa no aye fare na bunch so kona jaminya no so manager no fofi antota ono di kankoi wo mo asake no jaminya no na pers ansa wo ko aye Black Stars akampa player ba ko a wono anya medu ye no ensom aye Ghana center back here ye fan sa Juku jaminya no na pe no ensom ansa fana bunch ene boku a ye fan sa Spartak Moscow almost every na uwom ensom aba Russia ho ana sese de mensan kan nyina no ensom ana sa Juku ekoko troso akoko the ball na wa bra story na eba no wo som ari atwika say aye 2.5 million euros ano ensom aye amount a APM area player ye fa sa Juku etim no na chasa far na bounty eno no wo na beji sa amount no ensom ari ato almost account no sere be a wo som aba sanction ama sa move no eno ensom aba so to follow there aye Spartak mo ana player ye fa sa Juku no ensom aba ko awa bano pano ensom aye kakra frimo ensom want aba ye gusua ye ka aye Black Stars players no ensom anen komano nyina no mama ye striker fan sa Enyanke Williams onumsa Enyanke abo ensom adema Black Stars our camp our bane wo som afly enso adekona Enyanke na okay sa ba say be ball ebo game against Espanyol ama just latest about sa Espanyol supporter bako enso racially abuse aye Black Stars striker ye fan sam Enyanke some so na ya say ultimate show no be asebno we tuntum antu ya dai and fe ko say he wo yo wa ya ne atedia and ya so twa bi ya savata bi ano awasam amoso dema enti de menya no sani pana wono so madi aye Enyanke Williams atam aka say sabi ono ensom aya dai ama chese racially wo didi na tan wo fof no report am say kan say wo ma sentence no 1 year okoda prison ebiem ensom aye 2 years ban wo mo de man say o twam na nkwada kro ball ani kwaso hwebie enti say Espanyol fan no wo kodam aye 1 year okoba de mo kan nyina no say ayade say 2 year ban ensom our stadium no wono som antimi community ball me ya show after them say ball kra be funu no a chese no som aye kakra fruo ade banana pay no ensom our show so am latest nyina no ye de ema ye tofo ene anopai ensom our show so afei ye wom ensom our takia mama ya koda na fa no say Marco Asensio okay last day ani reba tu kasa Asensio and fare no bunchi wo som awie na Asensio die jaminya no say amamo of this answer normally yana team sribi ahono ma say wo international players no doso a yana amotama of this no be next week no ma resume tampana sampo e be a week no abako na wie ya na ma resume aye training said be a wo so mo ko aye international assignment also pa wo so abara be ade apana wudu fare na bontia dem say kan say amamo of this no so akona say wono ontumi nkofia because awoso nya shape enom ayekema etimeti say wonom are chesa physical trainer wonom som ayadwuma arema fare no body wonom na chesa mo gym what the boy from Sarabaya individually ono ensom na betwenya no form no ensom ajaba makwa sensio no wonom som ayadwuma den our gym yare update no enso adama biom no mami kai gundowan esensa yabaka sam Woman Janisa, Wadon Abadrane, Galatasaray. Now, on one case of call, I in social media, and so I will come and keep post Satanoya, Quadacatagate, and a Sack, one picture now, Quadano, and some Ashe, a year cap, Archesano, a year Galatasaray, Omocha, and Unie, Way, a kai gun to an and Quadabrum, and a Chasonum, the Chasan for you, and then on one post to the bra, will post to a dinner so jabruta. I'm a Chasan, a year Galatasaray. Yes. Aye club no supporters no say kai yediam afani anye agena woman no be a club no dana kuma so we anyom one ai ana misani nyina no na me be se me bom na de me bonsa ana misana me da so se me bo ejama Real Madrid ade na kire ana de na dia dan se se bia wo so no mpa club no ensom o wakuma we aye kai gondo an kwada bremu a wa hwe aye Galatasaray wo mo som a cup e wa ball no pay no wo mo ba keep post ya de sem nyina no some abano say you want to gas a santa mosano na chesam adeba ko yan ye panisa da right one JC our ball and some our Champions League in the sense sometime na Galafort should be on the papa at some Quadabu Stadium TV and some money and some money time and your man and some I find a name one also to me I joined here or hope we are that one game and some our Champions League in the more one of some Banya bar yet I'm to taba say good do and say Nania dear pass Galatasaray one of JC and some Ashansa way I Timbakua and some Adana Komasun today one of some Adana Samino and some Adabane first West no do some not for a bunch Omutimana woman a super coach now we're almost settled for the next manager no report to me and say yes say aye board no emoche na ebimu tiri e ba so mo fa e bia local coach we be some afu sa Jose ana buy na nkoya wo munya foreigner ono some abaye adwuma na foreigner answer say from no bunchi wo mo so pan report amenya no say wo mo apa aye coach na ye fan adentensage amabi atwam na ono so coach bobokuwa ye fan say aye Dortmund aba brane wo so ababe obi ademenya no nyina no say wo mo monitor sa former aye Dortmund a coach na your phone advantage and on a panel your day I saw update no and some them afraid mama tell me Abraham a friend of Bona Baba father na you say the girlfriend is here to so kama pa uni and ye wo kissing akodemo masun Canadian kashira wa bought just a Richard meal I watch when and young kwada watch na tam yemi and saro English ni ba kwada no so mo see per life say no won't I jedi Sancho money I agree with money ko pama mo woman kwada no sikano amuma ni su na efekra na so ye kabare so ba ni putu to bed no ba ma ya han kwa ye hu no we yes ayo na unya be ka se manyam kwa no ba ma pack no ba fifie wa twem ko Cambodia ajaza wa ma so ba biam kwa ti mo ma e wa bra se tami na just mo have aye just a quiet timer ya dem aye update about to buy your son pa masa supremo sikado masa sikadie you baba sia nya me fan kransia sika finimo sika kan ni masa oni ani I just am buy jama come ama just a bema nsu posi ade ama cameras ani nyina no nsam no ya de ama ya chef anano pai ensom awo show no so na mama aye juwa for president ya fan Alexander suffering na answer and come away make I said the last time Mike I just over some and my man for some our divided opinion and some any other couple Russia and Ukraine and Yankai and I just say Israel for some and I just say I Gaza and some and also Anyantan Kodai. Now I'm for business. I didn't tell the your clubs our Israel so compete our Europe no clubs from all Russia there Yamo bang say Wontumi compete and some our Europe but some way I very tricky kabina one year flower so bad now I'm suffering apani na anyabiano say nkomo no wo say mudin komo say bia clubs from our Israel no mode ban about to omo so e wa bro a wo ntimi compete e wa Europe na because omo Gaza ento kwano de wo munyanya so mu jai na agya kira and Alexander suffering and some say one kasa personally or kasa de man ho on kasa fama UEFA asebia e body na mom wo kasa de man ho say one kasa na on time for so say yes will be akwa America yamane ban will be abobo ya suspended no will be basketball of Ukraine so wo mo kunte bia sani pano yamane compete ni ade abasana ansam ani pano so didi ho ani podo poso ka ansam yes from all Russia na yamo mo bansa woman to be more Champions League amo Europa amo conference ampo woman to be my Euros no sa clubs all Russia de ban amo mo no ento kwan etwa omo say derby no say ha na chase sa suspension no entimi entwam tokwano ensom amani nyeye na biam no do be so kan so ani nyina no say are different. Their course for our Russia and Ukraine. Woman terminal politically. Now, sir, as I politics where I don't know, and some if you saw I would miss a pressure be and penifona. One more from man penifona, you know, and some other bantiano and your politics. No one what do you about Israel Jenna and I net to say be a politics. I said, yeah, Ukraine and Russia and you know, and some city and almost Senti. What do you about say maybe a term? Young footballers be also drug banom nanto kwa I can many bomu amateur so more qualified ya measure a tournament any adeni no omo say footballers no adom hu jima adom ntokwa no atwa na kan nyina no say wonim say bia side no betimi akoso anase discussions there being akoso bibiamo but personally or say repeat or you against a suspension I dema alex ya ma won compete esan ntokwa e bia man you be akunti sane mani nyina no wonom anso so ayasema we fan say suffering ono aye president ensom adema juenfa area tudwa e wa brano pe no ye den update ane dia kare nyina no ensom adema ye tofa enano pai ensom awo show no so na yenko aye Spain Ro Mayoka mami player na fansa Danny Rodriguez ono ana no aye captain adema Mayoka no some said yeah one more Raman for the son of my shop the armband and you're feeling some idea yes brother say na ya Mayoka for ensukobo gamer and then a coach I follow just Jagoba Arasante I say boy no take it to social media and criticize the coach say again I player so mercy and no maintain a started ball now no every bench and so abanti na boy so cry and I claim necessary man just I too much almost so subium now one who are some cracker and your bumper for na one of make you fit ya take ya day and some akoto on social networks no so the kai one say one more general captains you know and some other friends some and you one and for two one more suspended no 10 days on me more ball and take me no case omwa woman national assignment our Mayoka no and pay omu training ma aye former captain na ye betimi aka sa Danny Rodriguez omo ama player no and some ama training ebiam no one say 10 days oma suspended boy no one can say dabia marking €100 crowd one more tia free mo na say bia ya suspend na for what did be one abasante boy no the salary chese no aye kakra eno som afi omaso ye ensom ade abana player na ye fa no se American report ensom ade no mekan enwa se ekobasa bia ne de international transfer nti FIFA ebamu a enom ebaye enwa FIFA for se wo muntimi njuntum amane ye anopai report am se kan se sia chasa American report ensom move from Al Nassr adeba Athletic Bilbao no se ekobam sir and woman some other someone Savatia also provide Serbia Burnham and a club no already contract crown our order Yadi can say me sir to provide the evidence and a German side can say Bonasana Quadano I are contracted to Bilbao and FIFA and some quite Amasadono and some Antimia Coso young co Aya Betis on training ground say and a Panama Aya Quadana Fansa Rodrigo or starting training on a sponsor call up while be our proso one squad them into one month and also training and team anopeno woman Chesa Rodrigo Mana Kwaba Chesa Ray Antony and some Akwaba no na Chesa Fefa anyway when I buy some bomu na ya ni aka sa God of honor adiama kwana nti wo foma no mro sa kakra na ya kwa babia mu a wo mo sa ma Antony so ko ye wasamba anche this time no enye loan nemom a permanent deal ana player ye fa no Antony wono esa baba bon bo adiama boku a ye fa no sa Real Betis anopeno eno som kakra free mo deba na wo wunya time e monitor no pe me kan nsem ni pi wonum sa baby wo say you want to kasa ewomsa Manchester and Koye when are difficult times our kasa no su ni nyina chikwa ni nyina no wara som are grateful at the club you fan Manchester United because omo ana be fan free Netherlands at the buy ewomsa na nioma esom are difficult at the na so ni nyina chi no wonom are grateful to club you fan say United biam we say ayas team no na ewonom fans na edon pa but over Real Betis hey was wama Betis and Konum Sabi at say and some our archers and about Burma Leonard Dakorano so kai Wamoko holidays and on the Banabusan say Dada Dabania Bessa cross Spain Nesam Akurana Kranano woman call a yes Seville I'm walking on the ball and some Adama Betis no Akurano Krania a yo Kronimu Ama just how Kran the Rahu because wow back to one Kran Sabi Yakan Sabia one Shannon Yako Bisa Dada Dabania Bessa cross Spain and just also Zampa Sam Kranani now crown woman yet and some our Kronimua and then I am some our player your fans Antony and some other two Gano pay Atletico Madrid woman training session goes to our coso now what we go almost training crowd of 2 points ha Pablo Barrios Ayobia and Operum Wontumi and training but yes manager and address woman person by Rational woman Pablo Barrios Ayobia Nyamia Dom right after international break no woman some game ourselves Barcelona woman Villao and a gamer woman himself Kwanana fan say aye Pablo Barrios Ayobia sa game no one some betimi abobi Adiama club your fans Atletico Madrid abiam no Alex Baina Yabekana Samson and Sen on training Niprano okoye surgery na Alex Baina eso surgery no woman say Nyamia Dumibia Kokama woman operate boy no ama chess aye successful in Chano Peno ebia be 2 to 4 weeks adie na say between be say bia na otwemi no ekobe sabosume ana player your fan say Alex Baina wonom antimi amobo na mawuse boss afone bia hyase a woman hyase campaign tuma aye Barcelona woman president your fan one Laporta ni na say Laporta buy na obia no say Barca sikasem enye kra eno ewo ho ema chese onse na nse bi pani ba ko yesa ai so wase oya bema ana wase se ojibibi agidi a opa ontre elections no every next year and famra this year no hwe se obetimi ase wini bi mu a yesem tomu fusa na since 2021 we shall Barcelona we must spending and some our transfer market mu a 4 years anyway aya 337 million euros and a Barcelona Barcelona wɔn spend our market no mo we dey compare Real Madrid we dey compare Atletico Madrid na se Barca dey kitikiti yitimi o na sika go credit na no ya grase ya Drubasa dey entomo tiri ya so pani no wa ya adwuma pa na nipa bia so pani na katua ensom afata no entomo dey tiri pasa the best man and I said the right man and so going into the future Adama Bonsa and so I want Laporta just have your penny and Castle Kwaso Kobium and no I defina so ya and some Adama Bonsa coach no what can some game no Monday and I'm about to just penny and France and flake I say one of her Adeba Cross so a person kumya say men kwana me koche me kobo and some ashe and a day na sa ego na what team no no just o team kokoko and me can pay so say woman sanko back said woman bobo no last season woman kosua na say dollars Tokona coach na sha said about players what me can pay Serbia ego adoso na coach was what say na Siana Calancelotti one survive our Real Madrid Siana coach na fan say Jose Mourinho and some Madrid the moment over what you say bia wo your coach wo your manager and nti e bia wo so and some other players no wo mo waso a shepa no wa player on kasa ba risk e bia no future e wo Barca some na wo kran ne kekanti etena nkomru san ka bia Barca ankoda na be so but na ba me kasa la me yama asem anya sa na asem ne tie ana no pe Dan Olmo and some other to say na asem and some mo bobo no and some na coach no be kan more training nyina no coach no edi kan catch na wonom our dressing room and sana and to see bibi see obaso chasa problem be any relationship our team no aye kama relationship our club no and some aye good and any kwasa de bibia so aba omo no mo ye ai ana family Lopez and Gavi kontokwa sa first so the governor what are some kind of young copa among Quadabro and Madi Agura the Ababasina I am normal cry Sebian will be a fine misunderstanding be about Bunny activity woman was speculating I my yaka and a crack combi and a more family personal and yes some Abaso joiner and yet Chelsea and a sound common no crab beyond Sunim Aquadano and some other free and a friend and some ayasama and some other two Ghana. Lami Jamatiano, William said, the Metakas were what to say, what Jahin chair Eshano, na among Fossing and yes, I know best watching us. Now, we on sat to say crown. No, the show tia, a diabadi, I hint chair on one channel. Nam as a trophy no more year, a quote in advance of Flake Adiano. Woman was said, Babiana, who could hurt your bra. Now, one of a friend when you're 18 years. Then a craft and Kabia Ufun Kumi. Now, but we are quite a bona among phobia bonaman pretty mini na and conquer too late I'm on your cry no question of bonase won't do your bass as a rough no ya could on a day oto ana uni abeka mishnana munyina bege na uni asa twetwe from Javana Vatimoni ade wo munyina so adwomo de nti wo mu fu sansa akoda no eya too much ewiase ye lami yama ni bobo no enum ana mo start here mo di akoda no compel you mess but onuru okra nti ahenche no yesese o play the sha am say emfatauti aha nti sa cap na fitoa ana wo hye nti onuru ba bia awoso wo sha ahenche o ma ne concentration and some uncle bonus so and Adamasa to Adiamani Aquadana, Yafar Salamin Jamarway and Chibia. One of some other reply. Now Raul Asensio and a pay one report to Real Madrid on the training grounds. Oh, burning 5 5 minutes and some aye friends almost around or sign autographs ebi twa selfie ebi yufni na chesa open ni ade we spend more than 5 minutes and some amankoda na almost aba obi anso agene de na Real Madrid good news and say Eduardo Camavinga say we see monitor boy situation no me te say for international break about no and some available for Bobokua your fan Real Madrid our brother said your coach no ebesi ayusu na kwada na your fan say Camavinga na shockingly according to where Aldas Marque na Aldas Marque woman dey abade o so mo kan nyina no say mama Rodrigo wo say Rodrigo na amfasi ai ana sekada wote no tena wobi afa fanko na me say na Man City Liverpool na Arsenal dia na me aka throughout aya transfer aya window na ready say ko ana akwara ne say ni adema stay no wo say me nyina no aya link ana na ewom a chesem komo bi ade say Liverpool Arsenal and so ya Man City be what the bid alkotum at the bra ebianko enunti ana nan wani abanta man say Vinicius mom obeso ya fresh choice said be we benya chese slate awaya near kan say anasa sport our proso we mo som squad na so tono so mo chese anya ne say near kan say bed biano ensom akoi na don Hansen wono na dey tuka say Lamin Jamal no was boy ne dia born dia akwana ni mbana obon pe say national team ne mo be peja pa yarobo El Clasico na mo so obesi enu wa chiro hono we dia born dia Spain dia hono da bi obon mo peja ache so mo nyina wo mo kwa tru Spain wo mo som akam na say I'm a Barcelona and some Tadie and the Obama Corano some Atibia and no and some Kakre floor at the banana peno and some our shoulders of fake yake Mammy Alexander Isake. Sir, make another person for the first time and 3 months Sweden. One teammate and say say a club side say yeah can say national team only teammate and training that way when your process in BR and for the first time in 3 months after and when your teammate and no training now when you say before training and when I'm because the flight a delay kakra and I'm come out call I Stockholm and I Sweden also camp no diameter 2 guys boy no cocodrina one so quality hours of sleep. Doctors Kwabeka catchers any party went to me and about 8 hours be also to me that hey man for that 3 hours need 2 hours so now we don't kwala utonko na bueno at that 10 hours the minion say wa prepare anti what that 10 solid hours I just have 8 in the class in chakrana no one that send an serious training and some any dinner Victor Joe Carrish and come on the bino yaba come by man we no answer Udu Swedina one shall go Joe Carrish and shall go and I'm beside Joe Carrish as a more partnership our national camp and worship now you be only sack about the same and I was Hunioma Yentia sama Arsenal almost a striker no and Tuga
strikers in the world playing for the same national side. How great is that for the players and for the fans?
No, of course it's always good to have good players in the national team, and yeah, we of course want to reach the World Cup next year, and yeah, if we have the best players available and in the team, it's of course gonna help. So yeah, we look forward to this national team break, and yeah, of course we want to win every game.
Who are the best strikers in the world playing for the same national side?
Fan say Victor Joe Carrish and I'll tell say your day and your burning sending now and some demana some bite and as excepts now medema no pressure call you for the far on player politics and so an simple player power and say and upon the say obusan say one kasa Joe Carrish and ukromni Isaac and afa Juan Wisa munna no bi actually say man was say sanka the other way around and a club no and then player na ka player ni tumi ba ko say bonsa player ne so no so mpa club ne de ababe discussion so be a can be will be a can do but I know my but ning na ti kwana club no tumi at the chair omo players no yentie you carriage on player pa.
Alexander had an emotional, good but emotional day yesterday, a long day as well. I think he arrived the early hours of the morning. He's had a difficult summer. How is he? Have you spoken to him? How's he feeling?
I haven't spoken with him.
Alexander had an emotional, good but emotional day. He arrived the early summer. How is he? Have you spoken to him? How's he feeling?
I haven't spoken with him too much because he.
Your carriage on player pa, you know, and once a man make a new on sack and so on to yes. I ain't because I worship a whole because I'm someone I'm through some quadano. Woman to me be a showman some boy radio canan wash or catch the president is a me. Remember now, president is the only agent today and I'm going to call with the couriers here. And on the house now buy and no one some year can change your carriage.
Case in his case and the case of Wisa, there's talk obviously of player power getting too important in the transfer market. Is that unfair to say that?
What do you mean?
Player power, like forcing moves.
I mean, we all play, and I think the clubs has the most power, and yeah, it's maybe difficult for the players to choose in a lot of cases, and yeah, when it's a player that's not wanted in a club, I think it's the total opposite, you know, and he doesn't have any power, and yeah, the club can literally do whatever they want with the players. So yeah, it's difficult, but yeah, it's how the.
I can't free a Branton as well. Debana Yanko, I France. I'm also camp Usman Dembele. Say yes, sir. On the team entry because or you'll be our knock the hamstring. I can't hold our chest and 9 bone Kumtimano Casino. Dembele, and you'll be on one Casino. Your first individual. I training at Chesano Peno. You're the update tabes as a coach, you know, and person about risking a metisa. When I just a physical trainer. Your first serum you know, and some other German bomb, and I can say, and you Spain, I know, one so called Bulgaria, no more you know, they said, you mean, some game on the ball against Bulgaria. I know Metesa, Mikal Marino, the Answabo, and after Pedri, 1 year, sir, and I report to me, and so for me, I am midfield, I am a Spain, and so I know, and after I am funny Kumuno, Marco Curaya, and a Grimaldo, and a Bechabo, and a Dani Cavaya, and a Pedro Poro, and so Bechabo, our right back, Sana coach, you know, and some other sway in your messages are free, and you start the season. Play a beer, we had the money club and 2 quaintance, 1 quarter in 10 minutes now, a Basana, will bed in a player, no, and some other club, and I know, I can't from Abana Honano, and a Marco Curaya, and the Coco to Casaradia was say a year Uko Spain, a moment, and a La Liga, no, and a woman said Premier League attraction and more that, and a Premier League, you know, and a Sikam Namuto players, will you, Waya, Bamantini, Osasuna, Crabet, Man City, Mutimi Casao, and Espanol, Robert Shaman, woman away. No one can say, no matter Mankukurea say, what about a Premier League, and also call a league anima, Teams Mianu Pet. And I bet me are competing our English Premier League anymore. Obvious. I am Barcelona and Real Madrid. Omumi pa and you from Spain. Eba aya England. One some bet me a Premier League, you know. Now one way was say quality mu compete let you connect a yes Sevilla and maybe Ocean Banner Champions League now one of the washer qualifier Usun Bona Premier League grima now Tottenham Hotspur Newcastle Nottingham Forest what Juma one born last season to Premier League no bra and not better South City Amophobia and some person who no now about England and who didn't yana English boys no one call Barcelona so mo call Real Madrid was say anything I'm going to Madrid and a Barca for no one love for no I shrunko because attraction ɛyɛ adwuma panti obɛhyia England ɔmoma no sɛ bia Sancho ne Marcus Rashford ahu sɛ de n'ani si bereyɛ so ɔbɛso ɔkɔbɔ Barcelona England fɔma no anya Madrid a na yɛ Barca saa na ɔbɛso ɔmo yɛ ɔmo nneɔma nti ne ɛyɛ asɛm a branch fa no sɛ Marco Correa ɛnso ade ato dwa ɛna no pɛi no yɛde ɛba Andrew Onana Manchester fa bɛso ɔmo twɛ sɛ wɔmanya ɛyɛ Sena Lamans ɛnti akora no ɔmo ka no nyina tumi akɔ anasɛ bia ɛda wɔmo explore ɛyɛ opportunity ɛnso ketene mu na mame sɛ ɛdeɛ nti ana hated yɛntie ɛyɛ goalkeeper no ankasa.
I think there's a lot of things, like I just said, it's one of the biggest clubs in the world. Premier League is the biggest competition in the world. And also the history of the club, I think. I remember being a kid, winning Champions League, and also wanting to help the team get to a level that you can compete for a title again and for to play Champions League again. That's also one of my biggest points, that I want to grow with the team and grow to the heights that used to be of Manchester United. I think there's a lot of things, like I just said, it's one of the biggest.
Sena Lamens, and I'll tell you, your dinner excepts, and now no pen so I Liverpool betua. Sana Liverpool ya dem ti utum so. Sheti adini ye pa ama chesa akoda no sa British record ya kan wasam sana terms of payment no eno enso ebesi akọ ewa brana no pay no ya de amteta ne akina no enso mate eba every ten hag den say wo mo beso mo chese yam say Vasquez mo kra no hobi onso mo kan wo Germany wo abeso mo chese Vasquez mo nyina hyehyɛ kire enso ani ade batena wo Blanco edi bamu dada eno di crowd edi kamba eden Terzic enso di ebai ana Marco Rosa eyobi ono so no wono so amo monitor bat do mo so mo kan nyina se free na krai Lucas Vasquez di ento mo de ne bae ene se ono eba be replace aye Granit Xhaka na Xhaka is a boss our players ni mo enti bema na what your trophies echa wono one of Madrid now about Champions League wajia Chechira ni ganti ya kaso ya boss ade na waka oni weka enti akona na baba pani a obeda ayeli wa cruising omutim ni mo waka sampuna ene epunu wonom sa woro na sese womo som aduni ya baba ya e wa brano peno enso aye kakra fiwo ente ebeye yemfansi ya mankwana bedwafo no enso emana fe ento aso real quick na yemfa dia kan nyina enso so na ya baba be hwem Black Stars enso enkomodie nyina no enso ebeba this aye Wontumi Sports Buffet
Michael Jackson.
I say Wontumi Michael Jackson no.
Wajiatum.
Ana wonim.
Oh, ya diamano, ya diamano. Wajiatum. And now you to grade man.
When him sapa o ba just we nas wash na no skills bin na yes.
Sa. Yankwe.
Ani enko.
And somebody to drone fear. Blaster.
Wontumi 101.3. Nyamen
Chad animal. Oma do cry we've seen some of the pictures and all that. You better fear baby deep blaster home come. A lot has to be said. Because 2 games no so key. But stories are all you need to man and kokwa. We had 2 Spain related stories. First one started FC Barcelona and Hansi Flick recently. so many interviews on one kasa ye ba out abeke kan say be say opese we successful as a club, as a team, as a unit. International break ya na central force suduebo omutimi the cameras e chase mu ba bia mu bia be buse amasa asem no be say oh coach ka say na one some na coach the can who ya no say. So usually ya na a very 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 difficult say yeah players no betumi akasem bia omuni coaches no konkonya as Flick nsemi o kan ye understandably one kan back for, but the problem is that national team na say you busa ansem no utimi ka say wunya no utimi ka say wunya no say wo hwe nsem no chi pa no Daniel Mudoje kakra ana
oh yeah
say Daniel Mudoje as wanje so but let me say I think the coach needs some no canon on cast on any adwene but not adwene say omabo away games at tough venues and say one share sani man so na oh ya kwa
player ego no na so no feel say a adwene because on tolerate his individualism
and some ya Hansi Flick kind and some manage ho pa yeah so we coach na no matter which players you brought into the squad only control mo so ya ebe yire pa so betia control mo. We've seen certain times a coach akofa player biaba out of nowhere na player na be star no asoro coach control any the better example is Isaac ne manager the how the so na akofa no free side by but no Fred Krana on fa na man very difficult say the be a obetie the manager no because when you say for manager no call no na dwene betimi asesa but yaw Mame fa kokobo kakra ma Hansi Flick na me lower expectation of Barcelona fans e wo enano pay. Last year Barca fans enjoy a lot. La Liga no, Champions League no. Across the entirety of the season everything Barca did was super. Especially na a below expectations so men can say they not fans expect no. Yaw fan omo ye broso team ye broso only to be stopped by Inter Milan or Champions League no. Afino me hunu for a long time modern day history Barca be lose player bi onye offensive minded or a midfielder na ebetimi ewura club no se de Inigo Martinez de na ye no usually Barca be lose players be beko but ya na ya attacker or a midfielder eye club no eya pa na ne fans ya say player we oko it has always been attackers or midfielders defender there naturally free Barca ya na nye painful sir but Inigo de I hate a man for hard power I Barca fans here they lost their best defender and apart from him being the best defender of the side he embodies the coach on the field okay someone like Jones I took if you take a fat house of team no I said Yakopo Shira no man in some of the top players or Maimu but one player not representing on the field Kesia Pan and some coach they cannot do an out dressing players in the coach yes sir coach referee you need one player to remind all of them and put the back on the amount or coach you keep the ball hold it pressure no so shochi oba or yes any man the man Inigo Martinez the Barca high line on the remind the structure in a young queen Miamrechi now my cast me sure that I say every day our shadows of yesteryears in football modern day coach be any more the ideology biaba we have lazy coaches we try to restructure the for na yeah of course now every system ahun ne yeah obi abo atwam every skills ahun ne obi as skills na atwam remodification and changing nature of generations it will be all between academy say go say Ghana kura player bia papa bia ni kroma on the d na say for nothing but or kasa from players I no hu anybody bia obab eni 2006
yes
Ghana Brazil only say offside trap no your key aside unlocking offside trap Oh, coach, the question say, Charlie, oh, the high line, what is your Ghana and Brazil game? No, your poor game will be Brazil for.
So why off? Why off?
Okay, you have a million idea. Oh, Shadrack can start a video. No, I mean, sure how a Brazil activate your offside trap. And when you blast out players in be at your phone, this year. Kaone o near TF bidding common and pay. The things they discussed, Brazil for no lockino smooth. They brought 2 number 9s. Jadibi or Haka Krebi. Shadrack Kafin was starting. Now 2 number 9s for Brazil the buy. No Shadrack hold it here. Number 9 for me the Bakuya Adriano. Why a wide number 9? But I can wide number 9 for 7. No more Bamiyon. No more Henry. No more Sadiq Adams Woody. No more Kwajmai. We are number 9 for Bao Namonchain. A bit and say Kozito or Bo Abetamwa, not the Kwampuku to Central. It is for Kwampuku near Abetamwa 2 trim. Abetamwa and one Adriano. Or no, they are not a left back. No, no, 2006 one left back against Brazil. Sapi. It was no Sapi ho. Now, or no Ronaldo Noir. Who so number 9 no centrally were holding the position no around the 2 central defenders. Saturday John Mensah and I think Kofo. It will be community no. Adriano no be offside or back full back and ako so left back no Ghana left back so. Wakinoko. Now Ronaldo natural central defenders in the Omaba Park in Vinfin. Ti bobo no too much high line chia. Quickly no makako for ball no makobashe.
Similar to Vallecano ne Barca game on my boy because video no come mistake no san come dem MCR phone.
Shadrack video no.
Right Vallecano for no striker and dey tru kwabo no. Ono shada typical of oya west wire off. So Barca line be o man so wire off until January actually. But no more Bima Kobabi at Adrano Diana Wokano.
Yeah.
So it's a born call Adrano one true born qua or no America Kofa. Ne striker no, I feel on your
activating no, not activating.
One lock it,
yes.
Line.
Yes. Yeah. Yes,
and you know,
O'Shea, and then that
for 2006.
Yes, the Brazil for the year, you know, you pay answer because the Odano one Adrano na ye, but no, no, born or Kofa is not the intended recipient of the ball. So Shadrack mo play we are on for the Wokano Vallecano for the Antonchen they enjoy the two. So when we say Ronaldo chenchen and answer because now Adriano are offside no Onkofa now Kofa
even Kakra holding pass like Akra.
Now 3 goals to now was shadows of this. Now Adriano was when I offside ya but here for Kakra.
Yeah on one
Adriano on the on the Sape and on actual Sape abano. And then also blaster your defender we no person come. I was so kind of no go inside now if you know a different battle what trap natural. So Shadrack could play now. Then analyze who picks up the ball. Oh no, Adrenaline the cock of a border. We a high line. Also high line we look at baby blaster last line of defense in the war.
Center circle.
Cross through and you need something, one move. No they are deactivated the more 2 intelligent movers. Sala we sebe fache me nanope yemfa yinye sade no ohun se so obi nche number 10 hoya side defense no yemfa say obi omunto you need somebody to create that offside no so Shadrack can emfa we into one then enjoy the 2
Vallecano ne Barca there
yes it enjoy the 2 so yeah na traps na wo boom no yaw yeah na wochi na say let me ya ma suru ya obey now watch this Vallecano dey ni we na wohwehwe no
why are there pa
intentional offside in here we dey me am jitu say medam
and on free moon so
but he will not be the recipient of the ball to the shade o share blaster lineup defensive structure we be no mugina na hwe Barca so defense we be mugina
Barca crowd the high line
we are higher line
and they needed this. But the only difference is all the Vallecano attackers and no Brazil attackers and no also quality differences are wide. And this is a big warning to Hansi Flick because in the final third was also need a proven finisher as part of Lamine Rafinha mo. Wakako rely so much on Ferran Torres. Only a proven winner in terms of number 9 it is a new defense in the hold you panwa. Now when you said the last year call now watch the 2 sequences. Brazil there in the was no and a Vallecano ne Barca there and it was the high line the press in the final third On the same differences in the differences Varicano attackers need to finish the few chances in the
so we know strike or hard or be punish or
Saki Basa
or punish or
watch the moves. Oh
yeah, kind no less than 2 or 3.
They had about 5 years. The only thing they were waiting for the ball between your two nets. Unlike Kaka, Adriano, Ronaldo, zero better quality no wasro.
Wontumi.
Game where you play Ghana, my Saturday population in 38 million. Saturday 20 million or so. Obia and I say, watch something here again. Oh, baby, I don't want to. It has always been the case. It has always been the case. You need to set a trap. Somebody has to sit somewhere. Deactivate your trap, no. And yeah, as me making, to be very honest, since Flick are very careful. No, someone no discuss ego. No one fix the cracks in our defense, no. La Liga be very difficult.
Okay. Whoa, Mate, Steve, pray.
Yeah, we a story be about Lami Yama and the celebration. I think the crown and controversy. A lot of people were almost side to nearby near say or no idea hinche channel. Lami Yama and some kind of a dempa, especially from last season, or yeah, or pulling the pants, or yeah, and also responded. But I want to refer him to Adibia Simbia Mosala Ekache real in Gomorrah after our share against Newcastle. So Shadrach was a video now or can Simbi a young guy. But I think say he has everything, the skill set, Lami Yama,
yes,
our quality. But guidance idea until Bekaya at Angel. At the end on that but there are certain details I also will pay attention to that sincere. I will need Jumana or
social media network.
Yes. You don't have to seek validation from the streets of social media. Lami Yama in here, he doesn't need to respond to the Ubika about the oil, but the focus should be on the football thing. But also this current Barcelona team, any Messi Modiana, one share. You be who players are more potential, but being the great and dominating world football consistently in terms of the crown, they will not get it that way because of some attitude. Now the coach is complaining of egos. To be very honest with you, or team no play be anywhere unmerited attack.
Say Barcelona squad way.
Onya ego.
Also be ego.
Yes.
So I say
no. For what Barcelona are achieving, it taking world football by storm for 4 or 5 years. No one dictating how football should be played. Any players about none of the players are always say yeah, the Lewandowski be seen for the greatness and what he has been able to achieve over the course of time. But who say any day. Many shows will be qualify for the tag ego. No be anyhow. Tisala say
be a fuata by said
no be anyhow. I know my La Liga no maji. I no my. How many bibia?
So okay, uko national so as Euros.
And na make say we Lewandowski ni sin chair ono na dia no the free baby na be show mu team no more. Right, very successful.
Okay.
Oh, the ono die ni siwa or a serial winner, he's seen it all in football or the twilight of his career. Bibi and shade here and bibi sir. But the boys when your ego there, I be a problem. So Salah say, stay away from the social media. A be more career no a picking them. Now Barcelona na Ankasa as a club na our record of Nyema Salah Eken. A be an mainly because of social media. You see, in 2007, there were 3 players at near Bo Mudin we as a world football. Sadiq Adams, Boan Kekich, and Antony Cruz. Ukwechira na the Richie Sukuta pass but these were the 3 names are nearby in the world game. But Boan Kekich story na saying, there was another winger from Mexico. Is it
Giovanni Dos Santos?
Yes. The pace, any senior. Lamine, until he was the closest to Messi in terms of senior Bono. Not even Lamine Yamal. The story need to say. So Lamine Yamal, no yana phone or more, or more bet minchi baby you free. That was why I wasn't too pleased with senior Andrew Onana starting a career at Manchester United. He was ranting at Harry Maguire, and I said on that platform, say that was the greatest mistake he beat me on a career.
Pre-season.
Yes, because he's coming in to replace David De Gea, or my man a befitting send-off. So I was saying, the club no, because I am Manchester United, you know. Open the loudest in terms of legends. Manchester United. So the biggest mistake out here, and it was a trap and no create. Onana free Interba, you need so on the savior. So Onana ba nane ni go dana order na. They will refer him to baby of the state of Onana is saying a disaster. So there Lamine Yamal, you know, he deserves a crown. Saying I was starting out was so sad, yeah. Greatness awaits him. But if he decides to respond to whatever, or pursue ye be actually and your cano, you know opposite. Oh, sooner me yen and jump on the end, so I don't know about body. Dear Salah, dear Martin Gomohano, I think you should find a clip. Don't tear the organ, and also with the same age bracket, where you're 17 or also go 18. I say first, no, Salah can about go no share. So take a toucher, conversing why based on experience or they can say. Or say he has everything to be a good footballer, but what lies ahead of him? How no I handle no, but on no Salah there. And Penifo Bebre will Liverpool team now. Man the right guidance as to how the career and Beko Yamano. Name me besides Barcelona. Why the player be or aside Lewandowski, Obenya time, the my young boys here or my buy wine. But Messi, when he came to he rose to fame, you know, he had Ronaldinho, he had Eto Mendes with him. But Barcelona,
the Barca fans, they are failing to manage the boy. Talent alone is not enough to get to the very top, says Chilling P. And Christopher Friewusu says, I second with Steve. None of the Barca squad has achieved anything aside La Liga. And to Yamal, I have never seen a king crowned himself like what he is doing. He's too rude to say. Wanna T-Law Kobe, I say, you people talk too much. What is the difference between Lamine Yamal's celebration and Mbappe's own? Every day Yamal, can a boy live his life in peace? I don't know what to buy. And I was say, bro, I'm a bouncer fan, but don't compare Yamal to Mbappe, please. Yamal is too young and he needs to be patient on some things. And so yeah, Kevin Boy, dear, also at the buy.
Okay. Baby, I'll message be about now, kind of. Starting to be on now, man.
I say we talk too much.
There's a be on the messages now. I say, Mr. Carl James say, there be any Mr. Carl James.
We need to have.
But I T-Law and me T-Law. So ya on hold me yama. T-Law say, you people talk too much.
No, I don't know. Now, chairman. Kiameto Numa. Too much. We need to talk too much.
Too much. You guys are crown and no crown weeks ago. Now crown bay. Nesano any say na. Now we only say I just so the channel show. No, maybe them in fanasa. May have argued with different people. Say maybe later I say but so cast wa channel. We can interpret it and attack the young man, but so cast one who's so check won't show it so that it's a simple picture so that you can bring them here.
Will conclude based on how you see it. So Imagine
players they can share any message to the world, but everybody is talking about crown. Let's treat it as crown. But maybe I don't think Salamin way. No. Maybe who so be crown and who crown now your coach it can be anything. I'll be attacking or send washing whole crown. No, maybe who is everybody can opine. But maybe who is leave the little boy.
The celebration na more issue or one as any issue with
celebration.
They're talking too much now.
Doesn't talk about you too much.
Social media and and talking too much in frame.
But Salah crack assembly what Salah say. There are certain players who peak early.
Yeah.
And there are certain players who peak very late.
Yeah.
It's Lamaya, your body didn't know. Troubles and no peak around 24 years.
Simple.
Antony Marshall, Oba Manchester United, I don't even name Crawford run a trouble, Antony Marshall. I mean, these boys, you don't know what China be alive from the stop or no. So it is also we've been here and been saying to Ronaldo, Messi say, why Monyo, and we say, and Ronaldo, you say, then this guy comes up.
Now, SMS so started say when Jaida or twice.
See, Newton has on home soon.
No, they be banned.
No.
And as soon as the
chess will be the story. I know you will be a dream, but so because a crown I made the deal now. So
no.
So your crown, yeah.
My contest is not on.
Dabi when is 304 bino me I'll tell you very 3 weeks here obi come and me say Nensa 304 representing the crew. I'll be very honest with you. Now say na man for who say me say Nensa na we say Nyankopon ene na so ene say Jesus say me was
J in free throw
sana na man for kano or call even MLS kano aha odi obakako
okay
so
I would want us to enjoy him for a very long time.
Yeah.
And let me maybe a when you channel on beach.
And they say one private life.
And also call on name. So there's been a series of where but in, where but there. But Salana advice now or the man real Ngomohana. I feel say he can also share in the same advice and say player need be a career band epic in them. But the Ama Salah say no. The Ama Ronaldo ni Messi aye who they are today no. Hey, consistency.
Everybody
and to be very consistent, you need to stay focused on certain things. So he's saying you don't need the validation of the social media. You need to focus on a Jumana Oyen. That is the advice of a young boy. And I'm saying that, say, possibly the Puyos and those names, no, around Lami Yaman now. You have the best of environment. Send a beya, Necraft, no.
Giovanni Dos Santos, Puyo was there. Boyan Kekic, Puyo was there. Isaac Cuenca, Puyo was there. Christian Teo, Puyo was there. Now my member who 6 years, 6 in the futu.
No, they were not in the same.
As a Cuenca, Christian Teo,
they were not in the same.
Giovanni Dos Santos, no. When you know Puyo,
they were not in the same situation.
What's what to say?
Christian Teo. Now some money.
Those guys
they were not the main guys
No, I'm talking of skill set. You misconstrued Arsenal Pesameka. They've been players here. Show glimpses of brilliance. No, most but for certain decisions, Yentimi I enjoy Homosa. I mentioned 3 players in 2007. I enjoy. This is a fine gentleman. Sure, say he will have the world under his feet. But every profession be a woman. You will need to put yourself in a certain space to be able to attain the woman. That is friends, they are not done so much. So he doesn't doubt what you have. But there are certain things that it needs polishing. That is what I'm speaking to. It's not about whatever happens in private life. But there are certain things in the game. And being a Salah share with Real Ngomohano. The management of the boy, is as essential as the talent or process. You cannot take away from. So what I say, and the greatest player you always speak to, Ronaldo ni Messi. Ronaldo achieve certain lifestyle why you will drew her. So what I say, so it's not about to attack the gentleman. I want you more feel of it. He can decide not to. That is
Michael Aduku zitie. Was say, Mamin tu me Michael Aduku say, Lamine Yamal himself has shown it that is a crown on his IG page. You can check it now. And I am brave. The moment we
blasters you see,
why you TV from?
Oh, and come home right now, quick. I have all mountain. All mountain in 12 so they are near to us because I know. Abonti, what they are retreating me.
Also, yes.
Mama, be better some also recruit say, and what you want to know my bonnet from home. Pickups, no.
Yes.
What about the 5 more
inside?
Go out here. No hashtag rapology the homecoming.
Yes.
Oh,
fancy men through.
Because some could have retweeted.
Tweet the rap prophet. Easy cry.
Yes, do one is Sunday.
Soon takrache.
We do one is Sunday.
Tontuma.
Do one is Sunday.
In takrache no dia so no. Takrache. Ana asrewa. Eh, masa. Ana abu asrewa jeje ne ba no yi nani ato nchen.
See enfu.
Yeah. Ani.
Why?
Na hey, me the budget ni ba na me bag na ka o mu fa you know.
Fadil ti laptop ba.
You want some wo ba.
You don't go carry budget or parliament.
Oh yeah. E ba no me fi kura say me ja me bag na documents ni ade ni nyina wo mu. Fancy dey easy kura.
Newton na say budget bag.
Is it budget no? I know na some no pa.
Oh yeah, financial officer.
And some me be financial CCA dem me ana me come rap makosim rap kwaso na fancy say mo baba me budget no breakdown no say good
na don't
work was say go me bag in fact documents no do am be fancy and wo mo no mo dey abey
okay
nti nkrata ne ade minister
salary and
kana no say fiada no ongonyi say
we try do pay
eti for that say you be ready but $40 fancy the woman say and document no back no my free me bag no and I'm there to TV no so no nti the edi kan. And it's a Black Stars of Ghana. No more estimated budget. We made the comma the FND ministry. No, almost $3,000. Eko esenka omo approving famu say chartered flight anu de beko. And the FND say flight the niano ministry ni si niano nti and the say omutua nti omutua 300,000 the momo and afi per them no so no we say the city $950 for 26 players and also we more approve 150 no officials no 27 officials no $200 and we also pay them no we mo de koye and we also dey ema 27 officials no $200 we more approve here and afi accommodation our child or players no officials no no so $250 no $250 yes no and afi incidental expenses no $20,000 and afi na approve here almost $60,000 and ekwe na afi ne slash ya wo mo $20,000 ho and afi meals duane no ediani adeni ya no $80 omo presented the ministry no ejim editu bonuses for players omo the $10,000 na ekwe afi ne se da bi ye betua $5,000 ye no ne betimetu ya omo ka se coach no ye wini a head coach no ka wanyi $20,000 ministry so betimetu ya $10,000 and omo de buy baye ana afin so assistant coach no na omusen kaja winning bonus enye 10,000 ministry si there be 5,000 ana omu betimi etua ana afin so bonuses for team officials management committee members no na omoje $10,000 said the omo de ma the FA no ministry say no crowd there omuntua 1 city crowd omotwam eno ahu hia enti ministry no approve team officials me management members nisika no wo mo anye to bonuses for team doctors physio video analyst new team adwuma mo ye ana psychologist no omo say nkomo per $10,000 amomu no omo say there be ometua 4,000 ana dey amomu ana afi kit officers ne media ne ye kan say welfare officer omo so dey no omo de 8,000 ekoya finish 4,000 ana ombitimi etua na ohwe asia wane say wo mu approve for a budget no almost $1.2 million
almost slash from a hole
into
$41,290
yes
nananka de $1.2 million for a year child
game no okay nti omotie so no ana ebesi $841,290 ana ewo aseo no na ni nyina no ana sports minister ne wadi nkomo ena no pay ewo sporty na ensem bebre no wadi atudwa de nti a management committee officials no omo say $10,000 also ntua 1 city crown wachirem
ono ni tankwa
ana etwetwe nkomo intibeti e was sporty obra okotena naija omudi nkomo about management members no sika no $10,000 no mzo muntua no wachichem
us have a bus
okay
but the bus so it runs on fuel
okay
so the FA thought that there should be some commitment from government as far as fuel is concerned. But we also thought that as for fuel of the bus, it can be taken care of from the ministry's goods and services. There are a number of things that we normally take care of from our goods and services, so fuel should be one of them. And we don't think that fuel for the rounds that they will make during this period will be that much beyond our capacity that we cannot. Because we had agreed together in a meeting with the FA in February when we met that the management team members or the officials, as they have been described, should not earn bonus for every match won, because your duty is to see the team through to qualify for a tournament. So we can pay you per diem, but we will not pay you a winning bonus. Your winning bonus is actually qualification. What you should describe as a success as a management team member is qualification. So when we qualify, you will be sorted out appropriately. And so we cannot be paying you for every game that we win, as if even for the players in future. It's a conversation that we can have, whether we should keep that. But the other argument has been that players are normally not permanent. You call them as and when. The person can come and play 1 or 2 games and will get an injury that will keep the person out completely from the team. So if you don't pay the person for his success and he is out of the team, how are you going to manage such a person when the team ultimately qualifies? Pay the person despite not.
Sarah Kofi Adams ano de kakra eri tudwa don sem e de bana interview no cost no muzan say we right time say nka o release budget sem de ba bonto no so time ne de enu ani time bia ni ba bia right time na ani na Ghana Football Association for no o mate ensem yi enu anu mo take flight mo call Chad in Jamina ne mum o mate amomo the response aba na o mo response o mo de aba ni nyina ne say o mate ni o ma e koso no na almost in the due course provide clarification to this issue and as a ministry no raise no inti ohwe omo elect omo e de buy omo so omo concentration and now no for game omo born 4th September 1 p.m. now on the 8th September against Mali so no and it's omo concentrate so omo baba no ma responded to any points minister no raise here into omo e do omo response by no the FA into omo say there omo adwen omo bibia no e o match no so na minister no ana ebusa ne say response ya FA e dia bay udwen ho say hu ni say no say omo kra letter no omo chro de bay no omo anfo bi dia ma sign communication department of the Ghana Football Association obi adin hye ana o say na den na obi adin ni hoyi musura na adamu ntimi one chro letter na gaza de abonte wa responded to case when there is later about Bontebeti, Honorable Minister Kofi Adams.
Sometimes you get up and you want to respond because you don't have any case to respond. One, you presented an estimate. The estimate went through a process and the approval have so been given, and it is that approval that we are working with, and that's all. Yeah. So I don't know what it is that they want to. They will wait for them since they say they would respond. But who is it then that can put his name to?
It's signed Communications Department.
What is Communication Department? They should have put a name there so that we know when we are speaking to, we speak to him. But Communication Department is so vague. There's somebody in charge of what? Communication there. So why is the person afraid to put his name there? Communication Department.
Harry and Sam Kakra Minister Harry Atujane sem komono ekoso yepa fancy ade ba ko na omo se kan wasem sika bi ana omo hwese ebetimi akode ama de afi eno no na ye hwese $5,000 eno fuel say cars na eja Black Stars omo basi internal rounds ni ade na yebusa ne say goil was sponsorship deal with the FA enti samo pe fango a eno ye ye de gu kam ya se kan benya bi o and was say goil no omo partnership no between the Ghana Football Association and as between the Premier League no and your Black Stars inti minim say between the Premier League the Black Stars in team gwaji vola why no kakra dia tuja na say the partnership no there sponsorship no straight to the Ghana Premier League and yes sponsorship for the Black Stars of Ghana na that we know I responded Black Stars car no bus no fu on asem was one into say sika no pa de wa chirechire mu de ntia wanya ntum.
We also thought that the Stars have a bus.
Okay.
But the bus is not an electric bus, so it runs on fuel.
Okay.
So the FA thought that there should be some commitment from government as far as fuel is concerned. But we also thought that as for fuel of the bus around, it should not be a line that has to be added to the budget. It can be taken care of from the ministry's goods and services. There are a number of things that we normally take care of from our goods and services, so fuel should be one of them. And we don't think that fuel for the rounds that they will make during this period will be that much beyond our capacity that we cannot take care of it from our budget that has already been approved.
And some minister there to them say the say ye tibia ne response bia here biam say or the ama interview for bit me abem na mo abeto so fancy ticket prices no minister Harry to just say 1,000 Ghana cedis for VVIP and omo ebeji against Mali VIP 500 Ghana cedis VIP wings 300 Ghana cedis VIP lower 200 Ghana cedis center la 50 Ghana cedis and no can say no post stand no for go post stand no 30 Ghana cedis and umbeje popular stand Inti eno sese dom na thousand.
So you call your butcher
yeah.
A return leg game no Accra Sports Stadium. VIP 1,000 Ghana, VIP 500 cedis, VIP rings 300 Ghana, VIP lower 200 Ghana, center line 50 and a popular stand 30 Ghana.
Black Stars against Mali. Worth it. Against Mali the game kese. Oma do in Jamina, Oma do boys na lande. And yamanso aye kama na bibi aye kama Sunday 7 September Linkley Sports Stadium. Anwe FC Ashanti Good FC. Omne Asante Godoko e game omo 3p. Omo say Linkley no e free obi amra na omo hwe Linkley Sports Stadium oboase. Say Wontumi boss man ye. Omne conveys a ball. Oh yeah, everything. Why? Yeah. Baba Aranso still Kwaso green okay. Yeah, find tea. Oh yeah.
Well, na ya bank so meza me ba ho ane aya mic on my ba aya new thing. Where lubricant Spidey was say, wait, are they pricing in dollars instead of cedis? I thought the government banned pricing in dollars. What changed with the Black Stars? Meza?
Yes, yaw, mamencha ubiem. On se mention that no unchia ni nkomo. Aye. Na yaw, nkomo bebre na kapo dia tudwa. Na emise ubehia se yebedo musuko. Na yehunu se die besiti ama Ghana for so etimi ate asem ni nyina ase. Budget mum die say ka say budget nya dia ye ko be wi ban san anke abe kan budget, because the moment ye the budget beto bibi so no fancy e say adekode na wo say ma hunu ansana ye be ko ba bi aba ye be ye dey ye be ko aba. The moment you go and come, it becomes an expenditure. Okay. Meaning say scan waka ko dia wi na ade aba ana abebu hu konta by budget die e konta wo hwem se de nyoma be siti akọ na wasense na wakwan na wafasa akwan so no nkwan be bo be ma sika samakoye. But there's one thing between the government and the GFA in recent times no me concerns about it. Me adeba ko a me de bia meka edi two ministers fo sebi omo ye mpanyimfo enye me na nka wosanka me two omofo by said ye nyansa wo panyi tirim nyansa so wakoda tirim it will can be a way say bitimi ye. I have seen the level the Black Stars and the GFA with their relationship with the sports ministers has gone. Any animguasi di be attached, especially when it relates to Black Stars. Honorable Evisefi Yankra. And your Black Stars in the World Cup ni kubas and the gun and masi. Meboa. Honorable Esiama. Ya call Afcon. Egypt buy. Ama issues bubruja. Ana send amoko spende Ghana is kind of Wontumi be kan de muda ho obi amie bibia so fa nkire ana Honorable Esiama so be nim be ye ha e wo Ghana fo anim ye ko katabai Honorable Mustafa Yusuf ana ye ko che $100,000 for Black Stars management members ene no so say issue ni be ye dey e be buburuja. So the Black Stars normally it's not a befitting story that always ends on a happy days. Another example, Honorable Mike ni day ni Lati Vanderboy. Only question antechi. Sobe kaya Black Stars bonus. We had to say. Anan to kwasane kasasane bebrebe. And then so fast and for the buy. Now the minister is out. First of all, projecting what an Ghana for bonus before this particular game. Because haya ni etena ni edi nkomo say. Honorable, ansana mo beba ban mu no. Your president, Ghanaian's president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, in his campaign mo bi ati ase say name Black Stars ikobo game a omo pese budget ye de kobo no ye bi suma Ghana for nyina ehunu. Yes. Na de dosoro nko de bread the national team. It is a to an among way carboninim. But when I have the first question to ask is, I didn't the first one no okachire ye say you have a crucial game to play against Chad. It is Wontumi embeka bibia wa bonten fanchire obia. Le mom ye wia de won bia no ba be dey. What changed
say ene you how many days to play Chad? 2. But what about Wontumi? I can give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe say there is always a line of authority. If you throw the bathroom, can you also bet my catch? Okay, I'm a president. First one now we in Ghana for any anye. It is saying whether say obey you, you.
Irrespective
of how
the magnitude of the game,
yes. Anyhow, will be very reactive. But if there is one thing about this government, I always see in the say, "Omupe populist position bar." This government has resorted to populist position, not in a negative way, but make a populist position. I say now this government is bent on say adia nipa ne peno, and because they believe that they need to leave a certain legacy. I also want to tell them, especially when the president knows, say, or what time we say, it is a kind of an integrity or legacy kind of executive leadership. And they are aligning that with what the populace will say. It was the area this time around, the government is even more engaging on social media. This government is more engaging on social media. The little things they are interested in it. So because now they want everyone for what becomes also their position. It is published 1 year say, oh, na minister wa nyade, ana semo wasemoka, ana wedi ani braba, ana minister Ghana esika yenwure no. Definitely the minister was always going to take this position at a point in time, no matter the repercussions that comes with it. But I have a problem with the leadership in this country because me fancy me would differently, more surunkubi. So baby I tino as a leader, the amount of musronkoni ya bra obe say wasa meka asem we ne bre ni kwa meka. No matter the kind of consequences that is attached to it. Eye bre wasa meka nie, ana e bre ni kwa meka asem we nie. Sikasem Efa bonuses, Efa way, it is good. What it is so. Let me first of all commend the government. Say, Ghanaians, Ebu Ofunioma bebre hunfa bonuses. Efa sikebi e kwanchan baby, sikebi e de tofu. Obia wana concern about it. Now the issue is, yenina ye ni beji wa hunse watwitwa so bi ba fancy. Watwitwa so no, eye na ye nyina ye bo abaso na sa aba abonten no. Say results na anko yie sisi between Ghana and Chad. Ana Mali ni Ghana. Ye be say be so bo. Say oka wubi because players need to kwani na no flight mo. Many workers say come on minister press conference no flight mo. Almost see ya boss on the phone. Be internet na that so. Minister do see ka ojina bo ejene black star bonus in aba abontin. Minister dey say aba. And these players they talk. These players they talk. It is a resource now, ma, and Suburuja. Now, walk of Fancy Brady, a bray, our my we say mo. I think we do the right things at the wrong time, and we do the wrong things at the right time. That is how I see things.
As a most more per budget, and yes,
I'm a maker say budget to son of Fancy normally at the bar. Ghana bebo, yeah, how many months in was a Ghana bebo against Chad in September? How many months in?
Or saying since the last international break, that was last year November.
The last international break last March. What do you have to say change of government? Now January, February, the last international break that be March. Free match we know say about Chad and June. So June and you call Unity Cup. So June, July, August, September. Dear pan prevent you say 2 weeks before this game and 1 week before this game we could have had this discussion.
Now budget not so quarter time be.
And I make us say the problem is with our leadership because some person will give more accountability than we are
from everyone.
Yes, that is what I'm coming for.
It's
not make the can catch us say your leadership problem. That is what I said. So we have a leadership problem. Because you know the populace are looking for something like this. So putting it closer to a day or 2 days before the game, you put us who put it team in a tight corner. Now there's so much pressure that will come upon the team because if they fail to win, another issue. Now, normally not resources on Koya, another issue. They could literally blame you. It is ya more quiet to be a quambi beda will be also their cast and their tiao. So if this is how you are going to go with public funds, see a man about Bontain, you don't budget about Bontain, which I perfectly agree with Tobia because you're Chroma no. Fancy, people do not trust the brand GFA, and people do not trust the ministry sports. Gideon, it's even Ghanaians for the GFA, be a more crown for, and I'm with the papa, and I'm with the Mutimu day. It bring back the laugh in the baby and come off for now, this is the black clubs in the back of Tuaba. Now, but number 2, there you are moving to the clubs in the Mundo one. By Black Stars, there a taxpayers' money. I'm not moving to see the Black Stars won't be because they are manager party. So they will have every right to question you at any moment in time to demand accountability. Fancy, we are here to accountability and you're born da. Accountability is never a sin. A man of credit, and a man in your man should be. But the timing and the moment and how we go about some of these things, it's where I have a problem. It's where I have the problem. Then the GFA also quickly brings in a letter. ABCD, meaning because GFA Nankasa so another private company who needs to protect their integrity. Yeah. But it's a koda no papa tifi. Over Palma or car so can or the man on the top petrol boom. On the Horocano, on any more bebree. No as Abaka chose be a cano, who discover blame 7 going when you must say, mean to me. No, me there couldn't come over Bontia. We are there, you have every right to question your dad. But also the Bible and so the better, that means would you to say pam. No, the petrol boom or be a chair the powers. I hate this positioning of the FA and the government when it comes to the Black Stars. We've been there before. We've been there before. Fancy no credit relationship there. Obane be mo mbeko.
Wontumi.
What I say, it happens. But how you solve these matters is very important. The ministry make some statements. I mean, personally, I even felt it because that answer now, the man, was spotty said, who is the communications department? Me, I personally, these are positions. These are posters you need not to open it up. But me, even with the minister, I have questions to ask him because there was certain time when say, Otuado, most winning bonus, no, you winning game of say, not just 10,000 and I'm a boy. What's it 10,000 now? What you know, Wontumi to 10,000. No, now Wontumi to 10,000. One case I boy in the budget are more true more. But in this instance, they asked to, and I'll say, Otuado signing the contract. No, if the video is there, Otuado signing the contract. No, not a woman or a salary a woman, and when the winning bonus a woman be a day a woman. So if it is fixed, how is it possible that now you can change it? Or there has been a review of every single coach's contracts at the Black Stars. And also, more 4,000 kids manage for no, Black Stars said you want a more contract. Because when you are signing a contract with any worker, you put it in. You will, no matter the magnitude of the game or even qualification, you put it in the contract. Oh, winning game A, I remember winning bonus say. You will every match in the category, and I'm a boy. Maybe I will Chad game in a category C match and a category D. No disrespect to Chad. Oh, Ghana and Senegal, Ghana and Egypt.
I want a Black Stars more category say.
I'm just giving examples. What did they mention? I said, how much beyond the magnitude. So in the contract, all of these things needs to be clear. There's a need for clarity. If there's a need for clarity, that means there's a need for continuity. Make a clarity and continuity. I mean, clear. No matter who becomes the government, it was until we find a contract in a bad day. We have a leadership crisis problem in this country. We need to deal with it. And I'm not taking the position of the effort to support them. Neither am I taking the position of the ministry to support them. But I believe that two leaders are. They need to think very well, think about the country first, and know when and how to deal with sensitive issues.
Mati.
How and when to deal with sensitive issues.
Medase, Meza, Mike.
Fancy Medase. Communication is essential to your media yedi. We can say kwaya ye faso kasem ene kwaya ye faso edin komono eya na shape a society with the potential to breed chaos and also to bring calm. Nti ayana and prempi, effective communication is always the best. It deals with strategy, timing, and then delivery. Obetimi atron semni ina kama ediegu krataso. But if you don't deliver it well, intimi nkonya the intended meaning. So communication is essential to your everyday life. In nkita hudie ne yanyankufo ya damfufo nya nkita hudie ye wadwumem business trade wherever. I think this whole broa, is there even a broa? Did any gidi start na for communication and how it has gone down? The information disseminated well and it sank well with the public. The FA needn't even respond, and the minister does not need another interview to explain matters well. Canberra press briefing should have put to bed a lot of issues. Budget. What is budget? Anybody who has dealt in the corporate structure, companies are will laugh at how you obetimi atro budget the akosoro. Now you scrutinize your budget. Maybe I would ashamed. You have enough justification for it. Say, I was somebody way shame because here. You bet your catch you say here. It doesn't make the budget that you did. Excuse me to say. Say with wickedness, and I say the sheer intent of extorting money or stealing money. No, it is wrong. That is why you will estimate and you will approved. So a budget simply, I dear minya ya meye, and ne a hoka a bata hunye. And timpeni for mudia munjina munshim. Sequoia womua, dear matron munjin tum, some munjin tumswa, and your mofa margine. And famra, munsusi and modi bani as yatnas, yejitum and natches a yako yenim. Yes. So the minister himself today emphasize the GFA was very compliant. Now the FA ati omo asene senior omo person omo fa see a cut down some of the figures in the budget estimate. Chenese me yes a men pene na menye. Oh, minister, dia benio. Jenehwem na ye kobo cha de ne mali. Into the ohwemu a dia open no. Dia amai oba omai ne betime tua no. Ne ya hwe ne etua enkomo ni ina no. Again, this budget does not come from the ministry's allocated funds. Sika omode ebo black stars ne ho bra no. That's from the consolidated fund. So this is how the process is. When the GFA submits the budget proposal with the estimate now, the ministry will have a look at it, critically assess it together with the GFA. No matter say omobetimi cut it down on the estimates no the buy now. When the ministry is finished, they will then chauffeur the document to the presidency through the chief of staff. Enti ebi wakwa nkomo no say ministry ni efe ni di wi a say enya one party etrimu da enya ne da otimi escalate call the chief of staff or at the presidency so that they can get certain things approved or enti ministry jitumua. It is fast tracked to the presidency and the presidency will give their approval and seal. Senior Bayer, the Ministry of Finance will fast track the release of funds.
Yes, in seal the FNA ministry.
Yes, again. So the money is not given to the FA or even to at times to the Ministry of Sports. The money is with the Ministry of Finance, and then omosha kwanye omobe spend this ano. So a hotel na yebetua hotel na be sending the invoice not to the GFA. The invoice will be submitted. You be processed with Ministry of Finance and the money will be paid through the facilitation of the Ministry of Sport and the Ministry of Sports and Recreation. Inti yemfesi kani ina say $1 million I yemfa mbehye Newton in sense Newton je o na ye FA no general secretary muntu eti skani anya ne sa. It is not done like that. The only time they pay physical cash is a payment of per diem.
Any be a winning bonuses no.
Debbie winning bonus omuntia physical cash. It is paid through the account, bank account, yeah. And omutiano say ever is a game no. Yeah, bonua hane yeah. Payment is made in the cedi equivalent of the dollar figure. Until $5,000 and what Triano cedi equivalent at the account, you know. It is not given to you.
So the only payment paid in dollars and so.
Debbie are paid in cedis.
But you're born of dollars.
Exactly.
The amount of cedi equivalent.
Equivalent. Per the account I always submitted the alcohol. The only time you this occasion wins him, per diem no.
Maybe a chief accountant no call room to room.
Say it is a media for more program na more Jemo Solina. Otro dina or number no assign. Me do come. Say be a pepe no more no. I think how it has been coming. Commonness and Messia. More from a budget no. The estimate per they approved in Fanto. I think we need to do it. No, be also share OT and on TS here. Shadrach, the way to Toswa. I have a lot of things about if it is
budgets, you know.
In cases of way, I don't know why it's delaying. Charter flight. Even with this figure, it has not captured certain elements. But just chart. Budget It has not really captured elements like two-way ticket our players need the free or clubs buy and then the return it to clubs. Figure in count. Exactly. Now charter flight. What they call a chart now sounds about $300,000, and they will not just capture the players, officials count, even media ni bibenya kwanya kwa kushim nobody call per diem for the players, per diem for the officials, accommodation in chart again. The FA and through together with the ministry or mobile here or more the then the FA's protocol they will look at hotels or mobile to me 5-star hotel per requirement. Na my costing no normal de co into 250 no per player and as a per official say two in a room so or my arrangement normal de co incidental expenses na me ba betro mu a it is the same as miscellaneous your budget bia na ye the sa factor ni bem e bi say impressed ye mouse car bibi betimi esi now what spend it. Now this is the explanation regarding some of these developments near there. Travel ticket for match officials at times. Bohum for instance. Referees, any officials on maybe the game, no na for omohoka. Obetia omo ticket, plane ticket, omo ba any omoko. Accommodation on abefa hoka. Again, omo other expenses is a feeding. Then transport. We are there for maybe a general entertainment near there. You cater for that. Fuel cost then the away team obe cater for say obeye bus amano and a coach. Then you also look out for say ubenya other vehicles. If you are out me rent sports utility vehicles maybe V8 no say ne be officials or moka team ne hono almost benya omo de be omo nyoma fuel net plus other related costs as well for the away team. Then there are times so who to quite away to say be a blasters air call a chardi or be na charge for na jibas be an ninja ho. Then out of the blue I was a one I will make arrangement copper bus I be fitting them out. Ebia training facility be or mobile umpe you need to rent some. No copper now the yes I will juma di no.
Be nimpe.
Say
omukwe na bus nenye na ozo mo sanfa for no mo sanfa da yini be kan dey na ifo use no. So white one, mini one, big one, additional one.
Until oti san komoni ye hu bibi area. Mostly you need such amount of money to make sure say you're able to facilitate such developments be a baby na a unforeseen one planet bataba then you need to cater for it. E biso wa ye dom wezuko ba ye ntimi ndi ho nkomo football no ye de ewom ye won komo bi wo akire a ye mfa mba bedwem operations nyoma bi ebe ye to ensure the game goes smoothly. Some involves officials, others involve other things that is not easily explainable on a medium like this. So then I think you are not following football. In the side incidentals, and yes, sabi obi because he first canning mouth, but it is to ensure setting nebetime to anamo akodi ne dwumadie no na sempo frimo bibi ba besia and ye two anamo say ye wosika ye betime dia yes ade no oh ye would ye de be ye ways means anya hwe kra de officiating will be good for us ne yetumi enyankunim dia ye hwehwe. And anybody who followed closely the 2006 World Cup qualification campaign will attest to some of these things. So enye enne na ebe shase. So if you see incidentals near throw $60,000 na wa start kasa e ka wo bi ana tumi bua e keka nyoma bom e ma nkunimdie ne ba wani je football no the woman kwa na who was screen so anyway no so then football is so basic, but it is not like that. A lot goes into football matches to ensure setting bedding kunim, especially when you are traveling away. But we seem to now say yashada buyeni agusoni ye free trim then we start talking anyhow because an incident as in 60,000 wunim de come. Do you know what goes into it? Again, why I think the ministry's communication at the press briefing yesterday did not really help. And it's February of this year, there was a meeting that involved the GFA and then the sports ministry. And the meeting centered on management team and our management committee members of the Black Stars and any of the national teams as to say Omobeji winning bonus and also Omonje. The arrangement was it is not proper. See a bit winning bonus the management committee member at the end of every game. Nemom ni susie mo no. Anke hu be hia say qualification campaigner. Yeah boy qualify for AFCON. And the management committee no moya mo nwumedie year. Eboa me etimi qualify na meboa. And the san see qualified there. Then we will pay qualification bonus to management committee members. This was agreed even by the FA. February ton. If you communicate it now, it looks like the ministry na way trim and a way imposes a proposal has been made. Oh, okay, let's refer to that meeting. If we refer to that meeting, okay, this is how we are going to go by it. We will not pay winning bonuses. We will pay qualification bonuses. And again, the argument for NSA, unlike players, I turns from every match a day, a Kobo match and a fresh squad. The management committee is appointed by the FA and they remain consistent for throughout the year. Sadia momonomonsesa unless say Mujumedi amoya no Wontumi nye ni ye nti apamubi. But you remain constant.
Wontumi.
So you will be there from the start to the end of the qualification process. Sadia. It is befitting saying you your qualification bonus na mamua and no. But players need dear. Who get to your qualification bonus and you be friend Newton ochna ye be fra komia. Enti akomia na ba na qualify we a ono benya sa qualification bonus no. Exactly Newton enyebi. And the players need winning bonus. But even with the players' winning bonus, again, emphasis, yente somba 5,000. It is 10,000. But the breakdown is like this. 5,000 will go to you as a winning bonus. The other 5,000 will go into a bulk figure that will be paid after the qualification process as qualification bonus. And you better work you will be an necessary there based on the number of games you played.
Okay.
I feel what you say. In 10 years, you have 5,000 and I'm money na monko. Nemum 10,000 na e was no. So if you check here, bonus for players 10,000, 5,000 nebeko first na komo approve 10,000 ni na no matter 5,000 free mu e dey ato nchen. So when they qualify, say Newton about 2 matches they will calculate based on the bonus you are to earn. Near Tiama's qualification bonus. Well, about 6 matches no. Or the about cost send the about 2 matches. The about 3 matches Benyas and the about 1 match. So you better calculate the bulk figure here. Now the ministry says that bulk figure now more better than yen to because qualification bonus here ko Tiano 2024 2025 ye betua enti ayesika ye ntua nemom imprempren de ye betua 5,000 no the other 5,000 when you qualify put together the total figure submit it and then we are good to go. Once a otinchre na it makes sense, but then again it's about how it was communicated. Send ye si chiremu emane ba abonten
Mate.
So there were a lot of things. Again, the full thing. Ministry na enchafu nim.
Send the sports minister.
5,000 na FNA the ministry did not cancel it. Once I make catch you say this budget you be free consolidated funds nim and it will pass through the presidency. Ministry ne say the $5,000 no more pay for fuel no. They think they can use it through the ministry's goods and services budget. Sadia, FNO, M4 vouchers, invoice for the fuel no M-Famra. Na ministry now through Omuankasa Omu funds, they will pay it.
Yeah.
Again, the communication out there is Omu saying if I list how the fuel will cover, it is not just the Black Stars bus. Mali for the beba. Or the officials, they will come with a delegation. SUV 4x4 ne bus said you benam ni na no full ne kahobi. Again, management committee members they will use cars to come visit training sessions near there. It will form part of it. Again, FA officials bia ye be mo dwumadie mo omadi. All these fuel costs, you know, it is factored into the $5,000. Matianya blasters bus. And so I think it is about the communication. You see, so if the FA brings a statement to say there are clarifications to be made, it means the earlier communication was not thorough and did not really explain matters. So at the right time, they feel they will come and clarify issues. But then again, it's about timing. Sanka ministry na mfamba. And I think the two can work together and communicate more efficiently because I might understand a lot of these things because and experientially you will get to be exposed to some of these things. But the layman on over fear no until way I say and might react differently, which will go a long way to taint the reputation and integrity of people who we deem as not honorable, but in real truth, they are actually honorable.
Mate, me na say new bra.
Yo, making ya kunyere nice pa na me babia honorable Kofi Adams will be no. Me bomb me semane pa, me bomb me semane for adwuma waye no. For the last few years, nkrofo ma hold the position wa ban mu a ya ridiculous mo. Ya di omo ho few. Pa kese ya jojo mo omo ya mpanimfo but ya jojo mo pa the sports minister no we did not say because recreation about come but whoever has tree now FA bum blaster bum no that person has always been ridiculed. Say Siama, say Yusuf sankofumi no ba bi omobia no omadi amane ewo Ghana for no because of the blaster and GFNT. Now, I'm going to say, even in Crofonic, say, wait, or you're young, or you say, but me say, for him to tell us, say, budget, so I'm going to buy ye, yet I'm going to listen to so. Although when you make me part in floor now, telephone team in it, no more budget in to one side now. For him to sit down with whoever brought the budget initially, now I'll slash it at all. Here, I'll be talking about the timing because I'm on for the timing here wrong and all that. But Shadi be what say, yo, bonus for team officials. I said $10,000. And then they also a chum gra. What a minister was so a chum gra. Bonuses for the end also team officials also bonuses for assistant coaches $10,000 also 50%. I am telling you, not many people have balls to do this. Not many people have balls to do this.
Another clarification: estimated budget, no, FNA the core 2023.
No, 2025.
Yep, they only updated per match.
Okay.
At that ministry no from 2023 at the back. That is a clarification again.
Okay, so y'all. Share I say bonuses for team doctors, physio, video analyst, psychologists, 10,000 na could be a budget.
Per head.
Hey, video analyst budget there. 10,000 come in budget by 1 month. Team doctors obi budget 10,000. Physio budget 10,000. What say no there? What so $6,000? What here to baby? Yeah, obi answer $4,000 each. $4,000. Na ade ya waye. But the comment ni be say FNO ye private entity, private. Say ye article bi on article bi. The government pays the blaster coach. Whoever wants to treat the FNO as private entity, no, media me who say they are autonomous. They remain as government entity, but autonomous. They can do whatever decision. But abide who say decision way. The woman who fear no, woman sex no fear yaw. One is all the power so mundi agro, but nya growing in an appresso. Nya growing in an appresso. JFNO na Jenny Hondia. Jenny Hondia. Man for person who treating a big can send it to us and a JFA private, they can decide on no Jenny Hondia. So auditors general how raise our computer, they will tell you. So far Ghana no, I want to be for Ghana no man in a year. So far, you fancy the Maria Enterprise. Oh, Ghana. No, you don't own Ghana. Until Ghana, you pay your money there. But they've been given the authority to work and decide on their own. No decision need be back quite your mind.
Okay.
Yenti we say minister no nyadwuma. We have been here. Near traumatized Siama and Yusuf. Say, Omako yankra. Adi akoma GF for na yanko this can be no musu diso ya unti me of an minister siama e kada bia kamesu ya down for Isaiah da bi oba you feel say nyama ha Isaiah because none papa na siama preoccupy. They have always been ridiculed. Now we have somebody who is doing the job of Ghanaians pa. Yes, timing. What is timing? Timing bad you so is it going to happen after 2 games no and I can go US and I can Tambe. He is doing his work and working for Ghanaians. Oh, and the first video analyst 10,000 team officials 10,000 winning bonus for assistant coaches and all that. Head coach 20,000 or 50% at Togo. Omokoba ye be sabe jina say omonkoye sipon omonkoye tamale omonkoye nyinehini stadium sikabe na mfankoye minister kroya ne be taskino so omonkoye say sikabe na mfankoye.
Yes,
let's be honest. You want to talk about everything. Minister Nadia na waye no. Minister Nadia na waye magana fono. Na mi nshira ne pa. Se mimi hunu a bodyguard for no be chime kra no monchime. Na so ne sachi ya ne sei. Ade na waye no. Ade Yusuf antumi anya, Siema antumi anya to stand against the FF no. Ade na waye no. Se so mo sabe kasa baba be kasa. This is who we are.
Because after so kasa and we kra no san bar sporty. And none of person be more.
So who so be kasa ne nipa no address camera.
Oh, say because a moment statement no there will be anyone more than e be chance here.
You see what's it JFA Communications? Wow, so we have such boss of a figure where you question whatever somebody does. Yo, secondly, I catch us at $10,000 and unconverting cities. I want to ask you, and you don't understand what the minister has done. Your Astro test baby, I say your stadium, no, then this guy is trying to refurbish those venues for us. Okay, this microphone is Karasua. I say timing, no, say na. The timing is right. The timing is so right. Well, you know, Juma, Juma. Then at the end of the day, no, your baby questions say, Sikabani de Koyin Hini, Sikabani Koya Sipo, Sikabani Koya Timali, Baba Yarana Ascens down Yao, Sikabani and Fankoye. Won't Sikawa free so. Shall I say her 1,239,000. What is about $841,290. What are the differences now? Close to $400,000. A year Juma Baba Yara. Can you pay Jakudi or chat? Almost same about almost other on a water Masabaso. Oh, do you say? Oh, Nasaka video analysis. Me the video analysis you come crossing with the the know me who me that whole Guinness. Yo. Now I'm quite best slash all day. Yeah, me said we says and how me power. And we cry to that same person as one year, no. $4,000 a year.
I'm paying any page by to me.
Oh, yeah.
To me,
and what is the timing? And someone woke up for nothing, none of it holds for me. If you know, private, your mom, your dear, private bay. Your government in the blaster coach, Chrisutin, a can your government TI. Sika kono your government TI. Then the government says 10,000, 20,000 meters so. Was it time bay
for more comply.
Time bay. And I am saying this even before now deal with public, you know, about me too. Agreement in see. And the minister said, no, well, maybe I'm working for Ghanaians. You are working for the players. Let's see. I'm not sure what you know. And my raw said that. And for Honorable Kofi Adams to be saying, and for him to query
the other statement
in the buy, it means, this guy, I found a Ghana for you. We have seen sports minister be called Egypt. Was she Jamasika, who maybe a question from Brazil, then be a sports ministry. Now, this guy has come in at the right time. Titis Canoso. Nana say, sources and Casos by a Kabaka baby. So, yo. Sources back, can you win? No, Casabaka sources in my most of this girl is our chat. Couldn't just say 4 days, 5 days pay. Honorable Minister Kofiada, maybe I'll be a Yamin Shapa. Consider my way. I might be beer how, and what who are Jumana way at home. Ghana for one Swanny Mo Kajatia, natural trophy for a tippy packet to be the question ticket in Hono. So it's going to go to a blaster cano. She'll be an Bashanachi or Swanny, and yes, I take tickets and idea.
2 days, so I idea.
Oh, couple crowd this way. You know he has done a massive job. Sure. Yes, you see, I own them person channel. I'm a GF4. Yes, I can see him as now. This guy is standing up to them and representing Ghanaians.
But F4 so may respond.
Oh, Kofi so may respond. We are waiting Kofi. I believe in Kofi.
New team talent I have because name said yeah man I know shipa boss
now said
oh yes
now you no more come
voice in new with us young guy on that you so free on that you need and come nyina no cements phone come